Guess I should find some place to try to talk to Solas. Wait, that room wasn't there before. I don't think. Therefore, Harding must have put my pack here. It makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments to unpack my things. The unarmed commander I took this from thought occupying Treviso was the same as owning it. I showed him how wrong he was. Freed a bunch of prisoners that night, including Varric. That's also the night the Crows kicked me out of Antiva for carrying out unauthorized operations. Still can't believe they didn't back me. We're the Crows. Killing targets is what we do. A peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me nobles think of ruling like a game of chess, that each move determined what mark humanity will leave on the world. He had fancy silks from Orlais, statuettes from the wilds down south. I could have listened to stories all night about places he'd been. Now I'm getting to see some of those places myself. The tools every professional scoundrel needs when learning the trade. I spent as much time picking locks and mixing poisons as I did training with blades or a bow. It took me so long learning to get the alchemical mixtures just right. But what I learned saved my life more than once. Varric and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solas, and he gave me this. Take a long, hard look at it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done. I don't know if I see a hero's face, but it's a face that's seen a lot. Got a few new scars. Some that show up in a mirror, some that don't. But Varric believed in me then, and he believes in me now. I can do this. Right. That's better. Now, how do I connect to Solas? Just sleep or relaxing? Maybe if I clear my mind.
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
But perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. I am, after all, remembered as the god of lies, treachery, and rebellion.
So you're gonna be insufferable about it. See, this is the reason nobody likes you.
I led a rebellion for centuries that culminated in the creation of the Veil and the destruction of the Elven Empire.
Okay, this is among the reasons nobody likes you.
My information was accurate. Now you realize that the danger is real.
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
I stopped you, didn't I?
You disrupted the ritual.
Yeah, I did. Even though I'm nowhere near as powerful as you.
Your plan is to tell me how powerful you aren't?
Back in the Crows, I had to deal with the Antam invasion. One night, I saw a unit getting ready to transport prisoners to another city. It was way too large for us to hit.
But you did so anyway, using unconventional tactics to confuse the Antam and free the prisoners.
How'd you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that powerful opposition doesn't frighten me. I find a way to get the job done, whatever it takes.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The elven gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
I don't understand. Elganon and Gillinan were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the Blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation, and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
The Blight didn't escape with the gods?
Elganon and Gillinan escaped largely empty-handed, fortunately. Most of the Blight is still trapped in the prison I created ages ago.
So what we saw at that village, that's them not at full strength?
Correct.
The rest of the Blight is imprisoned? There's more than what's in the world already?
Yes. Centuries ago, the Magisters of Tevinter opened my prison. A tiny fragment of the Blight escaped. That fragment grew beneath the earth and led to the Blights that have swept across the world. However terrible the Blight is now, it is a mere fraction of what we will see if its full power is unleashed.
What would they need to do to free the Blight? And how do we stop them from doing it?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My Lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the Blight is the first. What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
You think they want the elves back? I don't think the elven people will bend a knee to blighted murderous monsters.
Agreed. Elganon and Gillinan care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Elganon and Gillinan.
I came here for specifics, not fortune-telling.
I would tell you more were I not currently in prison thanks to your actions.
Fine. I'll go kick the trees and see what falls out.
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes. I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
So Solas told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing...
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
I can't do what you do. I've barely been holding it together in the short time you've been out.
You don't need to do what I do. You just need to get it done. Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? I watched you pick apart an entire Antom patrol in Treviso. They outnumbered you 20 to 1.
They were overconfident, I took advantage.
Which no one else did. Crows didn't appreciate the heat it brought down, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solas wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
There is something. Demeter's Crossing was awful. While we were there, we found one survivor, the mayor.
You left him to fend for himself.
Not everyone was happy about my decision. We're just starting out and I'm already losing their trust.
The key to earning the team's trust isn't to only make decisions everyone agrees with. It's showing the team that they can tell you whatever's on their mind, even if they think you're full of crap. And know you'll listen.
When I took over at the ritual site, I had to make a call on who came with me to knock over that statue. It was the first decision I made leading this team, and Harding got hurt because of it.
You made a decision with the best information you had. Sometimes you do that, and people end up hurt. Or worse.
What would you have done?
What would I have done? Probably gotten myself killed and failed to stop the ritual if you hadn't stepped in. A good leader isn't someone who never makes mistakes. It's someone who admits when they make one. That's how you earn their trust.
Did Neve tell you about me talking to Solas in the Fade?
I had some good arguments with Chuckles back in the day. I can't imagine being stuck with him in my head. But how are you feeling about it?
Your old friend is kind of an asshole, Varric.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall while the two of you get into it. Solas fought a rebellion against Elgernon and Gillenane. He didn't want to be a god. But he's also a lot older and more powerful than any of us. He looks at us like we're toddlers.
So how do I deal with him?
Well, act like you're as smart as he is, and he'll be insufferable. Show him you respect his age and experience, and he'll remind you he's just a man. Honestly, pick whichever of those pisses you off less.
He also asked me to tell you that he regrets what happened. Hurting you, I mean.
Chuckles is sentimental. He could burn the world down, and the thing that would make him cry is a single flower with blackened petals.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Neve has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime. You can stop fussing over me. Go see what the others are up to.
Hey, Neve. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, they're still here, but you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Bellara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan Crows. We've got you. But if one assassin's good,
Why not two? You have someone in mind?
your most feared mage killer, the Demon of Virantium.
The demon's a legend. I've always wanted to meet him.
Happy to help. The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and Venatori. There's been fewer stories in recent years, but your bosses would know.
The Talons? They're gonna give me an earful.
If you want to look elsewhere.
I'll set up a meeting. What else?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic.
Tevinter Authority.
Won't help and can't be trusted, which is why we talk to the Shadow Dragons. They're a resistance group that fights slavers, blood magic, and imperial corruption. They've got eyes and ears everywhere, including mine. If the gods enter the Empire, we might get something. Besides, I owe them an update.
Are they all mages?
Tevinter might prize its mages, but the Shadows accept anyone. We've all got a stake in the cause.
I get the feeling you have a lot of dramatic stories.
One or two.
So we talk to the Crows in Antiva and the Shadow Dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either. If Bellara's ready for us.
Yeah. Should check how things are going.
Almost there. I just have to. Shit! Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I've got it. Mostly. Mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion. There you have it.
What is that place?
If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Alluvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Vir of Us, freedom of ways. I wonder...
If that is the Fade on the other side, won't it be dangerous? As the Fade often is?
More dangerous than elven gods who wield the Blight as a weapon?
Point taken.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Alluvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solas. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
I've had enough surprises today, Spirit. Tread carefully.
The wolf's fang. You carry it now. Old paths. A new journey. Through there. I will wait.
Well, can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more... sad.
Just because something's sad doesn't mean it isn't dangerous.
I can think of an example or two that proves that.
And we still don't know what this Alluvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
Hello again. Who are you?
A caretaker. I go where I am needed, Dweller. Now, I am here.
And where is here?
The Crossroads.
Can you help us? I get the feeling this is no place to get lost.
The Evenur's hunger for the Crossroads. Their influence is spreading. Blight, death, madness. They send their minions to claim this place. The Crossroads is in a time of need, Dweller. I cannot protect you.
You don't have to. If you're standing against the gods, then consider us reinforcements. Can't travel this way.
The gods are trying to slow us down, which means we can do some real good here.
Yeah, this dog seems sturdy. So, you can ferry us to the other islands?
Winds await, Dweller.
I'll take that as a yes.
We sail. The spirits here were driven out, refugees now from the gods' minions. I have summoned the guardians of the Crossroads to protect them. Beware. The guardians repel all interlopers.
Which means us, too.
Strike again! The gods bid us continue.
The Fater! That's where they're breaking through.
The gods are breaching the fate itself, and just for us. Here we go.
Do not fail.
Watch your right. Rook, careful. Got through that.
I see what unbinds. Bring it. The gods shall be denied.
Eyes open. Move now.
Got it.
These roots may be unbound, Dweller. Seek out what holds it closed.
What's this? It looks like an entryway. What's going on here?
Is that spirit a prisoner?
You're awake. How's your head? The guards really knocked you about.
Well, it's...
Do you remember our mission? Gillenane's lab. The wolf sent us to infiltrate her testing grounds. Things didn't go perfectly to plan, but the wolf smuggled in help. A key. If you can fight, grab the key and we'll run for it. Just be ready for whatever the witch has in store.
It's like all she sees is another ancient elf. One of Solas's agents? This is a memory. We're seeing Solas's past.
Ah, freedom. We'll move faster if we split up. See you ahead.
Blight. Be careful.
Is it real blight or just a memory?
These are more than just memories. Fight! So Gillenane was experimenting with Blight and Darkspawn. The Blight infested her lab. If it's a memory, let's go with it. We need to find our way out before Gillenane finds us.
Wolf, you came for us. Your key was enough.
This unnatural corruption demanded my personal attention. It is strong. It has already blocked the escape route I had planned. We will need another way to the surface.
Let's all split up and find it.
I will destroy what corruption I can. You must cut through these monstrosities before Gillenane unleashes something worse.
Solas sounded rattled.
He was spooked. By the Blight, I mean.
You see boundless creation and choose to destroy it? Learn respect for the life that will succeed you.
She's using the testing grounds against us. Time to go.
Free! And faster than anticipated. Perhaps you and your allies warrant more study.
Got company. Gilinane's prize specimens.
Rook, think of the Darkspawn we face compared to these. What if...
Maybe the Darkspawn we've been seeing are new. Maybe they're old.
Here, the blessing you denied.
Wolf, help me! Ah!
Damn. Gilinane got her.
My blood! I'm burning up!
Look out!
You would unleash a blight on this world and call it a masterwork! You, who were the most sensitive of us!
All that I am belongs to the pursuit of creation. You chose to constrain yourself. I must climb to the heights only understood by gods. I go now to join them.
Wolf, you are greater than any of them. Please, help me.
He's too afraid of the Blight to do anything but end her pain.
I am so sorry I failed you. There is only one way I can help you now.
Wolf.
This place and the corruption within it must be eradicated. No trace can be allowed to spread. Go. Your work here is done. There is no need for you to witness what I must do.
It's over. Solas destroyed the lab, the Blight that was here, and his agent.
I'm sure he sees some greater good. The people in his way to get there, not as much.
This fragment might tell us more.
Our lives are forfeit!
Guardians can't hold them off for long. Is there something inside it?
The gods' blight and blood magic has sealed the way. Only their champion may open it.
A champion?
It dwells on this island. Challenge the champion and claim its essence. This path will open to you.
That's the champion we're looking for. Watch yourselves.
Get clear!
How to move?
You're hit! Get clear! Take the shot! Need to move. Fast spot, move!
Whatever that creature left might be handy for us.
That's the essence we need. It's cold. Oh, hope I don't have to carry it for too long.
As the gods' champion passed freely, so will you.
That's a lot of Illuvians, and they're all intact. I wonder where they lead.
Time to find out.